Live, and we are live. Good
Okay.
evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of CampusCare Social, a platform where educators come on board to discuss the challenges and achievements in the journey where they've uplifted the society and scholars for a better future. Before I begin, let me quickly introduce Entab. We are a 20-year-old IT organization engaged in providing mature and futuristic school ERP, CRM, and mobile apps to the various schools across India. And we help them in transforming from good schools to the best ones. Civil society has created positive social changes across the world on numerous occasions. Recently, the outbreak of COVID 19 has increased the process rapidly. But beyond contemporary civil society is an essential block of development. These organizations play multiple roles. They famously engage in advocacies and offer alternative policies, especially to the poor and undeserved, as well as underprivileged. Civil societies are known to defend civil rights and work to change and uphold social norms and behaviors. So, in today's webinar, we will be hearing about an outstanding journey of an educator who is keen on catering to the civil elements of the society. Ma'am has been an assertive leader as a principal of APS Academy Lucknow. Owing to her 21 years of experience, Ma'am has received recognition for the Best Principal Award, not only in year 2007 but also in 2012 respectively, following which, in the year 2013, she was honored with the Performance of Excellence Award by Flying Colors Educational Society. Over the long years, BAM has made several contributions to cater to the civil elements of the society. So, without further ado, please put your hands together for Hema Kalkoti ma'am. Hema ma'am, welcome on board to Campus Care Social.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. So, this is my second chance. It's a privilege to be here. Thank you so much, Intaf,
Ma'am,
for
the honestly, the
giving me
privilege
this.
is all ours. The privilege is all ours with a personality like yours, with such a lovely spine and such a motherly warmth that you provide us. It's always a good. It's always it always makes me feel very warm inside whenever I speak to you. So that's a
Oh,
wonderful chance to have.
thank you.
All right,
So,
yes, ma'am. So let's quickly start the webinar. Ma'am,
mhm.
basically, I know that you have dedicated 21 years of your education in the field of education. And I'm pretty sure your journey would have not only been inspiring but exciting as well. And currently, you're leading APS Academy Lucknow. So, ma'am, how was this journey as of today?
uh, yeah, as you said, I was earlier not very interested in this field, but in '98 I joined the school. I'm with the school since the establishment of the school,
Oh, wow.
and we started in 1998 with only 75 students, and this is the school is up to 12. It's CBSE affiliated school, and now we have more than 1,600 students with us. We try to give the holistic development approach to everyone, and for that we have different activities in school. And I think that if we have a proper planning and a roadmap for doing the things, then it is very easy. And second, I believe in interpersonal relations. So if you have good relations, with good relation with parent, the staff you are working with, and the students, then it's easy for you to work. And that is the reason I think I'm with the school for so many years, and um, I'm lucky and to be with the school for so many years, and now yes, the school has grown, and there are many achievements which the students have done, excelled in their fields. So we have yearly planning. For that, we have coordinators who plan. We involve students in planning, because that way, it's easy, because you come to know their way they want. So we involve them in the planning. That is one thing. So for that, we have clubs, we have houses, and s- the clubs we have, social club like Rotary Club, and through that, they get an opportunity, students get an opportunity to enhance their skills, and they do their planning. There is a teamwork. They develop leadership skills also. So there is a proper planning in which there is a facilitator, teacher, who is mentoring them. Then there from these students we have some elected, and then volunteers who work for that club, and they plan for the whole year different activities. So the purpose is basically to have a good leadership skills in them, and
Right.
then they are able to organize the things. So there are visits to different places. Then we have some inter school activities, and they when they go out, they have a connection with the outside world, and it is easy, because when you have these type of activities, then it's easy for that connection, and they learn by experiencing the things. So
Mm.
you can now, there is a term we hear, that experiential learning. So that happens when they go out. Then they learn on their own when they see the things in the society. That way they learn more. So that, because of that, we plan visits to different places like orphanage homes. Then there is a leprosy house here, so they go there, and
Wow.
a visit to the nearby villages. And in our school, we are catering different strata of society. So every one who is not economically, they also, we give them some facility. We have free education for them, so that way they are there with other children. So we are trying to have the inclusion of all these things. So that is our vision, that they have the lifelong learnings. And if they are involved in all these activities, and when there is a connection, then they learn more. So that is why we give them the opportunity to showcase their talents. And there is a new learning when they work in teams. So I think that is the purpose of having different clubs. And
I'm sure, ma'am. Don't worry. Ma'am, you said something about experiential learning right now, wherein
Mhm.
you take people different to different clubs and everything.
Mhm.
I presume on Friday I was in conversation with another educator, and she gave me a sort of very fascinating approach towards experiential learning.
Mhm.
So, for example, she said that even her gardener can provide that experiential learning in terms of horticulture and everything.
Yes.
The person who maintains the bus can teach automobile engineering, and
Mhm.
so that is also experiential. We're not supposed to spend millions and millions of dollars.
Yes, see, there are variety of things which are there in experiential learning. It's a hands-on learning. So when the child do the things on their own with their own hands, then they are able to learn more. This is what research shows,
Benjamin
and that
Franklin
is
also
why
said that.
if we give them that space, and if we involve other people in that, like that you are giving example like the gardener, if they are
Right,
conversing with that person, when they see that person work, so they also do and learn that how seeds grow, how that person is maintaining the garden and all. So we involve them with the primary kids with them, and they are there the you can say facilitating them, or they are the people whom they learn from, so they guide how they are
right,
working, so that way they learn. And uh, this is the best way, so that they come to know, have a connection with the people who are working for the school,
right.
the menials, the other people. Mm.
And absolutely one sort of because when I was studying about psychology and human psychology and how people actually learn how, so I came to know about through NLP that there are three type of people when it comes to learning: auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. Now, when earlier it was always a much towards auditory and visual approach. However, now when we speak about experiential learning, now we can talk about kinesthetic learning as well. Correct?
Yes, yes, yes. We that is why we say when we uh, tell our teachers to plan their curriculum. So we tell them that they should have the all the methods in which
Right.
they can teach these learners. So when they will plan their things accordingly, so it goes with this other things also. So similarly, if we are planning for a whole year, the various activities we have to keep in mind that there are different types of learners, and for every learner we should have a activity which will give them some knowledge, and they will learn because it is easy for them in their own learning style. So that is the reason that we try to have different types of activities. uh,
Absolutely, ma'am. So, ma'am, over the long course of years, you've attended a great number of seminars and conferences, and few of them which I know, which I got to know on my research, that one was Talk Future Today, and awareness on anti-human trafficking and our response, and many others like this. So, how was your engagement on the same, and did it actually move you to bring a change in the society?
Yes, when see, we all are learners, and when we learn something new, and when we see the things from there,
Yes, ma'am, go on, go on, go on.
uh,
Some problem with the camera, don't worry, ma'am.
uh, so in that, then definitely yes, we learn, and because we are emotionally attached to that particular thing. So whenever I attend these kind of seminars, or when I have some discussion with people, then I try to
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Then I try to include it in our curriculum, and see, connecting the outdoor education with the classroom learning is very important.
Hmm.
So I try that, but yes, sometimes I feel yes, to some extent I'm doing good job, and I'm able to change. Uh, Not 100%, then to some extent the mindset of my staff and the parents and the uh, students.
Students.
So
Ma'am, that
there
is
is
you
a
being
change.
humble. That is, I'm pretty sure that you are being humble about it, that you're not able to change the 100%, but we all know how greatly and majorly you impact the adolescent mindset. All right, ma'am. Now, there are various concerns among students which are not openly talked about. One of them is gender sensitivity. I must
Mhm.
say, your article on the same was very well received by the local magazine and newspaper. As a leader and motivator, would you like to share your thoughts, and for all the viewers who are watching this live on YouTube, who are struggling from the same, any word of advice of you, ma'am?
Uh, See, it's when we talk about this, is it basically the mindset of the society, mindset of each individual. So when we are dealing with both the male and female. So we have to. I tell teachers that when you are in class, so you have to have the equal balance interacting with them, or when you are giving them any responsibility, then it should be for both, or any activity they are doing which is related to their topic. So that in that also, like we tell them in many books, you see that there are pictures of some work doing only one gender is shown in that pictures. For example, if we see the picture of nurse, it's always the um, female. You see the only the girl is there,
Hmm.
who is shown in that picture. Similarly, when it is about doctor, you see a male picture wearing that doctor dress. So that way, when we tell our teachers that you should see the textbooks also, if there is a need, so you add to it that no, now in that profession, not only boys are going, but girls
Are
also
also
are
taking
there
part.
in that profession. In that way, they and then when you are addressing them, so you should not focus on only one gender. Then in addressing also, they should use common terms. So that is also there. Like there are, we always say milkman. So there should be for actor,
Yeah,
actresses. So
and you're
these
doing
terms,
that. You're doing that.
yes, this training we give them, we do awareness programs. And if again, I said it depends individual to individual, and monitoring is important for
Right.
everything. Planning, monitoring, and then feedback is important. So if we don't do that, then it is very difficult. Uh, but gradually there will be a change if we do that in classroom. And I think we are able to do, and practically it is possible if we keep on trying.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible, to be very honest. It's just that how hard we keep on trying it again and again. But that's actually very fascinating, ma'am, that in India, you have taken up this initiative of gender sensitivity. And it's not just gender sensitivity I'm surprised about, but it's the way you're tackling it. You're actually the gender neutral words that basically to use gender
Yes.
neutral words like for actor there's no actor or actresses, both of them are actors.
So that way we will to some extent, we will be able to change our
Subconscious
mindset. It
mindset,
will.
right? Right.
So this is these are some basic things which will make a difference. This is what I feel, and it all depends on how you practice, how you daily usage of words will help that.
Absolutely, ma'am, I'm pretty sure it will. All right. So moving forward, ma'am, workshops, as you said, are very informative. We are aware that you're personally involved in various workshop and training sessions for the teachers as well as the students. So, would you
Yes.
like to share what was the most recent workshop you did with your fellow audience?
uh, I think on I don't remember the date. On this a day before, I did a workshop for CBSE on cyber ethics.
Wow.
So every month I have 3 to 4 sessions for teachers. So in that we discuss or I give training on various topics. So last I did was on cyber ethics. Before that, it was on inclusive education. So
So,
and on 16th, I have on self awareness, life
okay,
skills on self awareness. So these these are some topics which I
that you are
think
associated
are
with. Yeah.
uh,
So, ma'am, cyber ethics, when we talk about cyber ethics, I know there are many misconceptions behind cyber ethics. People think that it's very okay to just write a comment on anybody, and especially in schools, we say cyberbullying has been rampant. And now, when everything is online,
So, see, initially everyone was facing problem. For now, it's almost 8 months that everyone is now more creative and innovative using these technologies. But parents, if you talk about parents, they still need some help. They have given, mobiles or other devices to students for online classes. Earlier we used to tell not to give them at early age. So cyber ethics is something which like other values, other skills we teach at very early age. Similarly now cyber ethics also we will have to teach them along with the regular curriculum whichever we are teaching. So in this also there are very simple simple ways or simple things which need awareness. Like we tell our when they are very young, we tell our children, okay, don't talk to strangers. Similarly, online also we should
right?
guide them, suggest teachers to keep on telling not to have 2 3 IDs. You see students have more than 2 IDs.
Multiple
They
IDs,
think
right?
they are not tracked by the cyber or network. In network also there are so many things which they should keep in mind, so they should avoid all these things. So we then I tell teachers that like we teach them to write how to write letters, similarly how to write mail online, then how to write messages, what should be avoided, what not should be avoided. That we'll have to now include in our curriculum.
Curriculum.
Cyberbullying, cyber stalking, these are some terms which again needs explanation to the students, and they should know about the IT acts. If we have some awareness programs related to this for teachers as well as for parents, because parents they are not updated about these technologies. Teachers are now. Uh, so if we guide them, okay, they should at least monitor their child, which sites they are visiting, how many hours they are on the online, whether they are actually attending the classes or not. So that responsibility the parents will have to
Have to
take.
undertake.
So these if we work on these simple lines, then definitely we will be able to reduce the cases. And children, they want to experience new things, so we will have to guide. If they are having for example, if they are using 2 IDs and they do something, they cyber bully someone or some, so they are now, they can be tracked. So that there are different departments who collaborate and they do. So they should have that knowledge. If uh, they use rude language or they are not properly um, using the language online, then there is 3 years imprisonment and there are fine for that. If we tell them about this, if we have case studies and we explain through case studies, then they will definitely learn, like
Of course.
they are learning other values and other skills.
Of course, we can definitely change, see some change.
Mm.
If we, yeah, there has to be, because young minds, they're very adolescent at this age, and a negative comment and a sort of a hateful comment, it's called trolling. We all know what
Ah,
trolling is, but then to kids it doesn't make sense. All right, ma'am, as we come to the end of the webinar, so I know you're a very tenacious leader who's dedicated towards the social cause. Now, the whole idea is, we've talked about your journey, we've talked about what you're doing at present. How do you see the future? That's what I'm interested in, for students
ah,
as well as teachers.
for both, it is a challenge, and see, things are changing. We will have to be updated all the time, and now there should be a good, again and again I focus on this. Interpersonal connection is something which reduces many problems. So if the teacher is as a facilitator working, guiding them,
Oh,
and they will have to be all the time available. Now you don't have those boundaries, time limit, because every time the students are online, they, whenever they need any help, one should be ready to give them. So things are changing, and accordingly we'll have to change our working style or things, and we will have to be updated every time. I
right.
think this this is
Your
the
vision for the future?
yes, vision for the future. Whatever you we are planning, there the planning should be uh, as what do you call it? It should be a proper planning, so that we are able to achieve that. So
Ma'am, but I guess nobody planned for Corona as well. So there was no planning
uh,
during Corona. But I guess, yes, you're right. If we do a successful planning, and we are, so how,
see, planning was not there, but if we that time we were in crisis and everybody struggled on their own way.
right,
So if we are updated about the things which are there in the world,
yeah,
then I think we will be able to face.
anything, any adversity. Absolutely correct, ma'am. To be very honest, my mentor also says that to be successful in life, you have to prepare for the present. You have to prepare for the future in the present, because success is nothing but opportunity plus preparation. So, thank you so much, Hema ma'am, for joining us. It was an absolute delight as well. Again, to have few moments of juxtaposition, and few moments of exchanging conclusive ideas and words and thoughts and wisdom with you. It was my pleasure. I'm your host, Himanshu Singh Rial, Head of Marketing at Entab. In case if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the bell icon. Hema ma'am, it was lovely to have you. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you, Manjuji. Thank you, Intap.
Tha-
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.